What's good, Wizards fans? Rough showing tonight. And these are the growing pains. I know it's summer league, so you don't want to overreact. I know Victor Wembanyama had an underwhelming first game of his summer league. This is not the first game, but I'm just saying. I'm not comparing anybody to Victor. But Alex Sarr, he did not play well tonight. We just got to be honest here and call a spade a spade. He didn't play well. And I thought he had an okay game the first game. And then tonight, the shot selection was really bad. He had a 3-on-1. He decided to pull up for a three. Like, you're 7'1", man. Like, you got to go to the basket and dunk on somebody. Like, you are too tall to be doing that, you know. And Orlando Robinson dominated him. He was doing fade. He airballed at least 2 or 3 times doing fadeaway jumpers. Like, bro, you're too tall. You're too tall. I don't want to forget about Keyshawn George, his side step three. That was nice. He did a little 3-point celebration. But, man, Alex Sarr disappointed me tonight. And, you know, Will Dawkins has to have a talk with him about physicality and being tough and just get him in the weight room. They got to get him in the weight room, feed him gunpowder, steaks, T-bone steaks, rib eyes, and bulk him up and get him strong. Like, he has to get that mentality, too. He's thinking about shooting jump. Like, he shot 29% from three in the NBL. Like, that's not your calling, bro. Like, that's not your go-to or your forte. Like, he doesn't have a go-to move yet or a post move or anything. Like, I haven't seen anything that's like a go-to. Well, he did the side step three yesterday or the other day for the first game. And then he did he did a spin move and made a jumper. But, like, he's relying way too heavy on jump shots. Way too heavy on jump shots. Like, no physicality from him. I'm not going to say no toughness. I don't want to go that far. But Orlando Robinson had, 25 points and 12 boards. Like, that's inexcusable. That's unacceptable, man. Like, when he gets to the league and plays against better big men, like legitimate starting bigs, and we want him to play the 4 because, they knew that's why they got Valanciunas, because they know Sarr is just not ready physically yet. Like, he's not ready to bang in the post with Sabonis, Embiid, Jokic, even the likes of Steven Adams off the bench, guys like that. Like, he's just not ready for that. Clearly not ready for that. Who else? I can name Vucevic from the Bulls, Giannis, even Brook Lopez, even, Rudy Gobert and Towns and St. Boone. Like, Jared Allen from the Cleveland Cavaliers. Like, any big man right now would probably dominate Alex Sarr in the post. Like, I'm just, and his best attribute is really shot blocking. Like, how many blocks did he have today? He had 2 blocks. 1 block was at the end of the game. But, like I said, I don't want to overreact from a summer league game. But this is the time to get the stuff out of your system, to get all the junk out of your system and improve. But there's an excuse to let Orlando Robinson have 22 points and 15 boards. Like, 10 for 14 from the field. A lot of that was on Alex Sarr. Alex Sarr got dunked on. He got dunked on by Cam Whitmore. He got dunked on the last game, too, by some guy on the Hawks. Cam Whitmore, it is what it is. We should have, in hindsight. Actually, at the time, I said, and I like Bilal a lot, but I said after we drafted Bilal, I tweeted out, we may regret not drafting Cam Whitmore or Kobe Buffkin. I was wrong about Kobe Buffkin so far, but Cam Whitmore, I hit the nail on the darn head. That guy is a man amongst. He's a football player. Like, he's a football player playing basketball. Like, you look at his, like, how he's built. Like, he's a football player. Like, this team, they were way more physical. They're just older. Like, AJ Griffin. I'm not gonna make an excuse about being older, because we got Johnny Davis, who's like in his 3rd year in the league and whatnot. 3rd year coming up. Justin Champagne's been around in the league for a little bit. Jules Bernard is, G League guy. Vucevic was bad today too. He was awful. Like, I'm being honest. He was awful today. Like, he was being very finessed too. And I don't want to call these guys soft or anything like that. But playing in DC, like, the DC culture in basketball, like, being from the DMV, like, the identity of DMV basketball is playing hard, being tough with a lot of physicality. Like, AAU basketball, the high school grassroots, just coming up from that to Georgetown, Hoya Paranoia. Everything about the DMV is just tough, hard-nosed, the Goodman League, all that stuff. Like, DMV, like, Alex Sarr, if he's going to play in DC, like, he's got to be stronger than that. Like, I'm being real. So, but like I said, I don't want to overreact. about a summer league game. I don't want to do that, but Cam Whitmore, Reed Shepard, they stole the show tonight. Bub had his moments tonight. I don't want to be all negative. Like 5 for 16, 5 for 16 is not good. 4 for 10 from the 3-point line, which is pretty good. 40% from the three is good. 4 for 6 from the free throw line, 18 points. I even thought he should have been more aggressive. I think these guys, Bub didn't get to the basket enough for me tonight. I thought he settled a little too much, and that was the write-up about him before coming into the league, was that he settles a little too much. That there are opportunities where he can get to the basket. I loved some of the things he did tonight. He did dunk on somebody, kind of. And then he hit a couple pull-up threes. He played very confident. But if I had to critique him, I thought he could have got to the basket a bit more aggressive, get to the basket, and try to create contact, get to the free throw line a little bit more. I mean, he shot 6 free throws, which is pretty good. Oh, Johnny Davis. I gotta give Johnny his credit. Johnny had a good game. This was probably Johnny's best game, really, in the NBA overall. That last summer league game against the Thunder was probably his best game, but this one was like smooth. It was within the flow of the game. It wasn't forced. Like, everything came organically. It wasn't him really like beating his man off the dribble or anything like that, but he took what the defense gave him. He was really good at transition. He's really good at attacking the basket in transition. I thought he did a good job really doing that. Is he going to make the roster? Still a toss-up. Is he going to play on another team in the NBA? That's still a toss-up. But I really like what he did today. Like, I really think he deserves a pat on the back and all that. Even though it's a summer league game and he's going into his third year, so you can't really give him a lot of flowers and whatnot for that. But a confidence booster for him. Vucevic, man, goodness gracious. 1 for 6. He was like shooting threes, airballing. There was one time it was a fast break too, just like Sarr, 2-on-1, 3-on-1. He's popping out to the 3-point line when you have the lane to the basket. Like, come on, y'all. Like, y'all gotta toughen up, man. It is what it is on that. But I like Vucevic. Vucevic had a really good end of the year last year, but tonight he looked a little disinterested, a little aloof. And like he just got off a plane or something. Like he had sea legs and dead legs. He missed an alley-oop layup. Like, I was like, come on, bro. Like, what's going on, man? You're better than this. Like, you're way better than when he played. The way he played tonight. He's way, way better. 2 points for Vucevic. Vucevic should be out there getting 20 points. Like, he played better last year in the summer league. Way better than this. On a positive, Justin Champagne, he played well, 19 points, couple put-back dunks. Didn't make a 3 tonight, 7 boards. 4 offensive rebounds. That's what really stood out to me, was him crashing the glass. Like, he really, really crashed the glass. He was talking to trash against Reed Shepard out there, like that, like his physicality, get to the basket as well. He was a minus 21 though, which is awful, but I like what he did tonight. Keyshawn George, man, 5 for 6 from the field. Like I said, hit that side step 3, 14 points, got to the basket a couple times. Plays with a lot of confidence, man, a lot of confidence. I like that a lot. 4 out of 6 of his shots were from the 3-point line. That was the write-up on him coming out of college, that a lot of his shot selection is 3-pointers. But in the defensive, the turnovers kind of, 6 turnovers. Like, we turned the ball over. They turned the ball over a lot tonight. They did. Keyshawn George had 6 turnovers. Bub had 3. Justin Champagne had 3. Alex Sarr had 2. Tristan had 1. Jules Bernard had 1. Jules had some good moments tonight too. 2 for 5 from the field. 1 for 2 from the 3-point line. He's just been around for a little bit. G League guys, the go-go system, or the go-go team, has been doing a good job getting guys ready for the transition to the league. So far, like, Justin looks good. He looks like he can definitely play in the league. And then Jules Bernard can play minutes here and there, like 15 minutes a game, something like that. But yeah, they just got out physicaled, out toughed, just out big. Any way you want to say it, that's just what happened to the Wizards today. Just no cookie cutter stuff. They got pushed around out there. They did. And in the third quarter, they kind of woke up a little bit. They were down by 20, and then they cut it to 8. Johnny Davis had a couple nice fast break points, and then Bub had a couple nice shots, and Keyshawn made a couple of nice shots to cut the lead. But, yeah, Alex Sarr, 4 for 14. That's just 8 points off of 14 shots, 28% from the field, 0 for 5 from the 3-point line. Like, come on, man. And in the first half, when he scored, he did an up fake, took it to the basket, and scored. More of that. I want more of that from Alex Sarr. He's capable of doing that. So, I don't know if they need to design some plays for him to, like, post up or get more comfortable to get to the basket or what, but offensively they may have to do something like that, because he's on the 3-point line, which I get it. They're trying to space him out and stuff like that. and tailor to his game where he's outside shooting threes, shooting jumpers and stuff like that. But let's start from inside out. Maybe one jumper to start the game off, and then after that, it's like, yeah, you need to get to the basket, my guy. I get it. It's 2024. The game has changed. Everybody shoots threes, but you got to get to the basket too, man. Like that's where he can excel. If he can get to the basket and score, he needs to rebound the ball more. Like that's something. 2 boards, 4 boards in 28 minutes, 29 minutes. Like that was the knock on him too. Is rebounding. He needs to rebound the ball way more than just 4 boards. I need 8, 10 boards. So we see why they signed Jonas Valanciunas, just to help him out in the paint and the post for sure, because he's going to be playing a 4. He's playing a 5 today, but he needs to be prepared for that too. So that's it, guys. I don't want to be too negative because it's a summer league game, but I like what I saw from Bub. I liked what I saw from Keyshawn. I liked what I saw from Justin, Champagny, Jules Bernard as well. Johnny Davis. Johnny Davis gets a green star. He gets a gold star for today. But he's got to do that in real games. Like, is he going to do that in a real game? Consistently. All right, you guys let me know what you guys think. The Wizards got blown out tonight. They ended up losing 109-91. Cam Whitmore put on a darn show. The dunk on Sarr, and then he had a fast break dunk, and they had another dunk, like a behind-the-back dunk. Reece Shepard looked good, too. He's in the 3rd pick of the draft. I know there was a quiet minority of people that wanted to draft Reece Shepard. I was against it, but seeing it now, it's kind of like, hey, But like I said, I don't want to overreact over one game because Sarr has a lot of potential. He has a lot of potential, and if I had to do a redraft, I probably would have taken him again. I think he has the highest ceiling where if he does hit his potential, he'll be way better than a lot of the guys that were drafted this year. Stephon Castle was darn good too, though. Like they would have taken him at number 2, I wouldn't have been mad at that at all. But like I said, I'm a fan of Sarr's game, but he has to change his mindset and get in the weight room for sure. And he probably has been in the weight room, but they got to get him on a weight program to get stronger, put some weight on a little bit, still keep his mobility, but definitely bulk up a little bit. Whatever Evan Mobley's still lean, but Alex Sarr, yeah, he's got a way to go offensively too. They got to get some guys. They got to get some people in here to work with him. Offensively too, to add some more nuance to his game, where he can use his body and get to the basket. But all right, you guys let me know what you guys think. Or LaMarcus Aldridge, like if they can hire him as like an assistant or something like that, have LaMarcus Aldridge come in and motor his game a little bit, something like that. But they already have their staff filled out, so we'll see what happens. But all right, you guys let me know what you guys think. Hail to the Commanders. Hail to the Wizards. Peace.